What are your interests and hobbies?
What are you talking about me? No, I want to know about you.
About me?
Yeah.
Okay. I like to train in Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu?
Yeah.
Alright. Color belt?
Blue.
Blue belt. Alright, yeah. So you're just starting off.
Just starting out.
Alright.
Just get my,
When did you start?
3 years ago.
3 years ago. So not quite starting out, but, starting out.
Yeah, it takes a long time to get to move up in Jiu-Jitsu.
Alright.
I think it's about 10 years to get your black belt.
So what got you into Jiu-Jitsu?
I want to go into law enforcement. So I wanted to be able to handle myself out on the road.
I see. So you had no, how did you find out about Jiu-Jitsu?
I started volunteering with this program, and a guy that I volunteered with introduced me to it.
I see. He's just like, hey, come to my gym, or whatever.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Have you thought about doing it?
Going to a jiu-jitsu gym?
Yeah.
I have, actually. But I think, I would, get fucked up really fast.
You do? Yeah.
Yeah, I think my joints are, already not in a good spot, and if I'm to, have them torqued, that might not be very good, at all. So, I need to, build my body back up first, and then, I'll consider it.
And after that, you're good.
Yeah, and I think I gotta cut off my hair, because,
it gets caught.
every time I've tried rolling, it's a massive problem. Yeah. So, yeah, it's just gotta go. Yeah. Anyway, you were saying.
I think for the first 6 months, it's like that. It's gonna be really difficult to get started with it. And then after that, you kind of get into the swing of things. You start picking up on the sport a little bit more.
I guess. I actually, really love grappling. I have a little brother, and since, we were little, we used to, do little grappling matches, let's say. So I kind of grew up with, submission wrestling, let's say. But never, trained in jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
But, I started watching MMA a few years back. And naturally, I just, gravitated towards jiu-jitsu quite a bit. And all the other stuff, but...
I think a lot of it's just, human instinct, too, right? You're just prone to it. Even you said, you with your little brother.
Right.
You just, that's what little boys do growing up.
Right, you gotta protect yourself, right? Yeah. So it's just whatever limbs you got sticking out there, you gotta make sure they're not caught. But yeah, I think what really started off was watching pro wrestling, right? So they have little submission holds here and there, right? And that actually is kind of a gateway into jiu-jitsu if you consider it that way. You thought about law enforcement, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know, there's I think different ways of getting into jiu-jitsu.
I think that's how a lot of guys get interested in it.
Yeah, and
because that was way more popular before MMA became a thing and UFC became a thing.
Yeah,
it was WWE, and that's what everybody kind of watched.
Exactly.
And then once UFC kind of took over, and then everybody started following that.
Right. But you didn't find out through either one, right? You were told through your friend, so that's pretty interesting too. All right. So what's do you have a as they would say in wrestling, a signature move? Is there something you're really good at doing?
Signature move?
Yeah.
I'm really bad at it. I'm not very good at jiu-jitsu. But if I had
there's gotta be one
go-to move, it would be a double leg takedown. I think it's the first takedown that you kind of learn.
But that's not a submission, right? I'm talking about a
submission.
A submission, yeah.
Arm bar. Yeah.
All right. So you set up from
So you get in mount. You get on top of the guy.
All right.
And then you swing your leg over top.
Yeah.
You get the guy's arm in between your legs.
Have you seen? Do you know who DJ is? Demetrius Johnson.
I don't know. I know TJ. TJ Laramie's got a big name in UFC in Windsor.
No, there's no. I'm talking about Demetrius Johnson, Mighty Mouse. So this is at one point considered the GOAT, and to cement his GOAT status in his last title defense to set the record for title defenses in UFC, he throws this flying armbar on Ray Borg in the 5th round. So when I say flying armbar, he has his back, they're both standing, and he has his back, and he goes to suplex him, right? He suplexes him, and while he's in midair, guy jumps up and armbars him coming down onto the floor.
Wow.
And he taps him coming. It's the sickest thing you're gonna see.
Wow.
And he pulls that. I'll gotta try to stick a clip or something in here.
Now that definitely wouldn't be my signature move.
Yeah, that's never been pulled off. And when it was pulled off, everyone's like, "What the fuck just happened?"
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the sickest armbar I've ever seen. There's also I guess you don't follow MMA that much, right?
No, not a whole lot.
There's like a Ronda Rousey put an arm, like she's famous for arm bars, right? But there's a specific arm bar she had in Strikeforce, not UFC, on Miesha Tate, so their first matchup, where she has her arm bent like it's so out of position, like a good 80-degree angle on her elbow in the wrong direction. Yeah. And you're like, oh fuck, why is this still going? But yeah, anyway, arm bar is your thing.
Yeah, I'd say that's kind of like.
Is there something you'd like to get better at? Another submission?
In jiu-jitsu?
Yeah. Something you've maybe been looking at practicing a little bit more?
I think the leg lock game. I think the first kind of submissions you learn are all upper body, like the arms and attacking the neck. And then as you get more advanced, you start getting into the leg lock game. So I'm just starting to enter into that game. I don't understand it very well right now, but that's something that I'd like to look into.
But leg locks are like super dangerous, right? Because they like fuck up your ACL and you don't even know. And
so you know a lot about
sport. I know a decent amount. I'm just like.
Yeah, so there's not a lot of pain receptors in your knee. So it's more of a pressure. So if somebody's pulling on it, like if you get an arm bar or you get an Americana or Kimura, you feel the pain so you can tap on it.
Dude.
If somebody's got a...
Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, if somebody's got a leg lock on you, you're not feeling it as much. It's more of a pressure, and then it pops. So once it's kind of too late, then you feel it.
Yeah. No, like again, going back to my brother, he had me in like a knee bar type of thing. I'm like, this hurts, but I'm okay here. I'm in pain, but I'm okay. But then I'm thinking back, like, hey, this shit's it's supposed to creep up on you.
Yeah.
So maybe my ACL's just going as I'm like sitting here, just chilling. So I don't know. Yeah.
Knee bar's not as bad. Knee bar, you can feel the pressure going. I think a heel hook is one of the bad ones. Heel hook is like you don't feel it at all. It's
it was more of a heel hook. Yeah. It wasn't a knee bar. Yeah. But I'm like, again, he didn't have perfect positioning, so I had a little bit of wiggle room to like not get torn completely apart. Here's another one. You're talking about knee bars and whatnot. There's a matchup between Royler, Gracie, and Eddie Bravo. Have you seen that match?
I haven't.
It's like a 30-minute match where for the last 10 minutes of it, Eddie Bravo has him in this like calf slicer, right? I don't know if you're familiar with the calf slicer. Yeah, so he has him in a calf slicer, but he's got his ankle and he's just torquing on this thing. And it's so unbelievable to watch what is happening. Again, I will try to stick this in here. Watching this dude's like leg, just like you're like, what is left of this thing? How is he walking after this? But yeah, I think if you're gonna watch a jiu-jitsu match, definitely check that one out. It's pretty intense. Yeah,
he mangles his leg. Like, it's crazy. I've seen the match a few times. It's exquisite to watch.
It's unreal. You're like, how is this guy here? Like, does he not care about his leg? Like, it's just a match, dude. Just tap. Like,
some of those guys are just built different. They have a different mentality for winning in competition.
I don't know if that's like a mentality thing. Like, it's like,
here, let me... He has a lot of pride. He's a Gracie. He's one of the best Gracies, too, so...
But he's just sitting there laughing. Like a madman. Like, what the fuck?
They really are built different. And also, like, when it comes down to those guys, it's nothing but pride. They'll let their body be destroyed before they allow the tap for something that they don't.
Hey, but props to Eddie Bravo. I count that as 2-0. I don't think that's 1-0. That is 2-0.
Yeah, because Eddie beat him first when they were a lot younger.
Yeah. So, we're stuck here.
You're good to go, man.
We're good to go?
Yeah. Rules are made to be broken. Not the law.
Not the law. Aren't you in training to be a cop?
Yeah, that's why. Don't break the law.
Dude, I've only had one person in the car before who's told me to run a stop sign. Only one person. And that guy was also training to be a cop.
Yeah?
So
I'll never tell you to run a stop sign.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright.
I think that was one of Arnold Schwarzenegger's life lessons.
Never run a stop sign?
No, not never run a stop sign. The rules were made to be broken. I said no one ever became a maverick playing by the rules.
I think I might have heard that one, yeah. So we're still going down here? Like,
I think you could have turned right there, man, but I think you're good.
Sorry, man. Like, it's hard to see what's going on here.
The road's a little torn up.
Yeah.
No time. This road's been a nightmare for years.
Yeah.
It's been bad for like 10 years.
Turn right here, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude! I had these girls in the car like an hour before you guys, and they had one destination put in, but they were going to 3 different places, and they wouldn't like change the thing. They wouldn't like put it like extra destinations. They're like, "We'll tell you where to go." I'm like, all right. So every fucking intersection we get to, they'd be like, "Okay, turn." I'm like, what do you mean turn? Do you understand how an intersection, like, it's left or right? It's like, oh, we don't know our left or right. Just turn. I'm like, oh, this is worse than if you don't tell me what to do.
Sounds dangerous.
Yeah, it was pretty, but I went with it, you know. Still alive. Here?
Or swing around, do the little Yui.
Yeah, do it.
And then it's the second house on your right.
Well, take care, guys. Thanks for doing the channel. There's definitely going to be bits of this on there. If you want to check it out on your own sometime, it's called RideLight.
RideLight?
Yeah, RideLight, just one word, like highlight on
Sounds
YouTube.
Good, man.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be famous.
Hopefully, man. I think that was a
one
funny
day.
video.
Yeah.
And we'll see what happens.
And you got to start jiu-jitsu one day.
One day.
One day.
My shoulder is super fucked up right now, but
I hear you, man. We're all fucked up from jiu-jitsu classes.
but I haven't even started. So I think when I start, I'm like,
Then you're good to go.
I'm going to be a mess. I don't
Everyone's a
We'll
mess
see.
in
I do want to
first,
do it, though. I really do want to do it. But yeah, we'll see.
Sounds good, brother.
We'll see.
Sounds good. Okay, you have a good night, man.
Take care, guys. Good night.
Stay safe, buddy.